Too many emoji, guys. You are blocking everything. How many people connected we have? Crazy. Let me see from settings. Can you hear me? Let me remove this. Oh. Now it's amazing. Okay. Let me see the chat. How are you guys? How are you? How many of you saw my content, live trading, live charting somewhere? Why you are here? Let me see if I can directly share. It seems to work fine. Seems to work fine. It's the first time for me using this platform, but seems to work fine. Let me see. Can you see my screen? Should be visible. Should be visible. So I have the chat here. I have perfect. I have welcome to Blood, Sweat and Scalps. Amazing. Amazing. Let's wait some minutes so that everyone connect. So just to clarify for everyone, this is not for beginners. Point one. So if some friends of you told that you should study from me, you don't know anything about trading, you don't even know what is a candle, this is not for you, okay? If you are already studying order flow, if you saw at least my video on YouTube, you know what I'm doing, you know what I explain in terms of order flow. Even if you don't know my model, this is still for you. And if you are in the process of being a break-even trader and wants to get a stable long equity line, this is for you. Is it clear, guys? One in chat. Amazing. We have already 256. What an amazing community. Then, guys, also you have to know that at the moment on YouTube, on Instagram, on cumulative audience, we have more than 200,000 followers. Okay. This community aims to be maximum 1% of the total follower. Okay. So the mission that I'm trying to achieve, and the reason I opened this community, is because I wanted a pack of soldiers that are really committed, that see trading not only as an hobby, but want really to become killers in this market. And I know that out of all these people, the people that will really make it and will make a living out of it and will become professional, it's around 2, 3, 4%. Okay. I'm shooting for an even smaller number, 1%. And my role here is not to be soft with you. My role here is not to tell you what trading is not, that it will be easy. My role here is war general, okay? I will treat you like soldiers. I will be rude sometimes with you, but I will equip you with the best mindset model, risk management model, and trading models that you will ever find on the internet. Is it clear, guys? Perfect. Perfect. Loud and clear. Amazing. Now, let's go on what will Blood, Sweat, and Scalps be, how we will build it, and how this is structured for everyone, okay? As you saw, there is the section Battleground Operation, okay? This section here is the section where you will find all kind of announcement from the team, okay? So you will receive information from me about when we go live, the topic of the week, the menu of the week, what you can expect. Also, that section will be used to go through the battleground setup preparation of the week, okay, because we will use the profile to understand who is dominating the volume of the week and of the single session, okay? So you will receive update on me on how I manage also the planning for the week. You will receive the news related to my view on the fundamentals of asset managers. So I will give you a breakdown on the indices related to commitment of traders, non-commercial, so the speculators, to build the narrative, and then I will update you on what was not planned to be, okay, that I kept because I only want people that are really interested, and to make them some surprise makes me happier, that promise upfront, and then not give a service that change really their view of the market, okay? So at the moment, I'm building a chatbot, okay, that where I input around 50 hours of my time, that is capable to be your assistant, okay? So I will not be there with you every single time when you are trading. I will be here with you 2 times per week. But what I can do is transfer my mindset model in the chatbot, okay, in the artificial intelligence, transfer exactly my risk management model in the artificial intelligence to give you an opportunity every time that you are on the charts by yourself to implement it and study and reason as if I was there with you. What do you think, Fabio, about this setup? How much should I risk? I took 3 stop loss for the day. How can I improve it? Okay. Today is getting difficult, the market, I cannot manage it. What should I do? Stop, and I will apply the exactly mindset model that I use for my trading. Okay. This one will be available for all the user, okay, and will be ready before the end of the month. Then another thing that we will have here is the following. We will have the battlefield. That was a chat that was not planned to be, because it should be a communication with me and you. The battlefield, it's a chat between these 1% members, okay, where I will review every evening and make sure that people that are in the battlefield, so the chat where there is execution, where there is setups, where they can go through, are people that are profitable and are people that can really give back to the community, okay? So if you are really willing to study, but you are in the process, you are not profitable, you will be able to see the battlefield chart, but you will not be able to participate in the battlefield chart because you can give insight that are not good for the community because you are still in the process of getting profitable, okay? The battlefield chart will be available for everyone, but will be open only for certain people that I select, okay? Is it clear, guys? One in chat. Don't get offense, It's to give you the best quality service you can have around. Perfect. After this, you have what is called now files. I will update to resources. And resources, it's the access every week to the best bank report and research paper that I study. Okay. So in the weekend, as a professional, I spend at least 1 or 2 hours researching the most important view of the biggest bank in the world. So Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, what are they doing? What's their view for the next quarter on indices? Okay. What's their view on the logic related to behavior of the market. Are they waiting for a news to unlock, or are they already with a clear bias? Why? Because in this way, you can apply your model following the fundamentals. So if you already know that in 3 days there is the CPI and the market is in compression, maybe it's not the best thing to do to go trend following. Okay, so I'm giving you the opportunity to see what I see and know what I know from the point of view of indices. So Nasdaq, okay, followed by the best banks in the world. We will cover the top 5 banks in the world. Other than that, I know that I did more than 2,300 execution in the most famous audit World Cup of the world, that you saw me live trading for a huge amount of months, that you are joining this live charting program, so we will see setup together, we will comment them. But if you have any doubt that what I'm teaching you maybe is something that is subjective, I will upload you the research paper that will give you the understanding of the biggest institution and university in the world of why volume is the best data you can use for trading. Okay, I will upload certain research paper that demonstrate the relationship between volume and price. Okay, so when I see big trades is giving me an insight not only of what's happening now, but also what's happening next. This is an edge. This is an informational edge. Clear for everyone, guys? Three in chat. This session you need to have a little bit of patience, because before going to the chart, to the explanation, we need to go a little bit through what this program includes. Okay, we will do from this week till the last week of March. Okay, so we will cover all the Q1, and I say 2 lives per week. But it's possible that if the weekend I'm free on Sunday, I will go live. Okay, I will send a message and I will go live, because I don't watch at the clock. I don't care. Maybe one session, the market is choppy, is not really interesting, we do 1 hour. Maybe one session, the session is amazing, I want to explain to you, we do 4 hours. Okay, maybe one Sunday, okay, I see something that I want to comment with you based on macro, we go live. Even if it's not scheduled, I will send you a message and you can join. And if you cannot join, you will be able to find all the recordings, guys, in the section. Okay, so you will have a section with 1 second. I want to, let me see if I can remove the notification. A lot of people are talking, and this is giving me a lot of, but I think you cannot hear. Can you hear notification? I don't think so. Let me check. No, I don't think you can hear. Is it bothering you? Okay, no notification, so it's perfect. Okay. If you cannot hear, it's not bothering you while you follow. Okay, so research paper on why volume. Okay, in this program, this live charting program, I will debunk you the reason why you lost money following gurus. Okay, so I will not go politically correct. I will explain you exactly why what you think is psychology is lack of understanding. Why? Because 95% of the guru in the space are building a cult to sell you something, but they don't trade themselves. And this is a problem, because what can you expect from this? Of course, you cannot expect anything capable of giving you an edge. Okay, so we will not go easy on this. Today session, we start, let me clear everything for you. Today's session, we start with my main order flow models, okay, that we will use through all the lives. So I think it's better for people that are in the study phase, or that wants to go just 20 minutes through all the process, okay, to be able to see together what we will be going to use today. So if they have any doubt, okay, they will be able to go back to this lesson when we do live charting and go back and see, okay, that's the reason why Fabio is waiting for a long here. Because this is the reason, because this is the confirmation, and he's using a momentum model, or he's using a trend following model, or he's using a mean reverting model for what he explained in the first live. Do you agree, guys? Two in chat? Two? I will interrupt just 1 second. Perfect. I will interrupt just 1 second the screen share, so I will be able to set everything in two screen. Just give me 1 second to be able to set. Okay, this one is here. Okay, should be perfect to start. 1 second, guys. Now we start with the source. Just 1 second. Okay. Amazing. Okay. Now I go on share screen again. And we can start. Okay. Give me one in chat if it's visible back again for you, the screen. We are still using Excalibur. Can you see it? Perfect. Okay. Okay. Now let me see here. Okay. I can also remove this to not have notification bothering me. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So what we will cover? We will cover the Overflow model, okay, that I use for NASDAQ specific. And we will cover also what's related to the execution logic, okay? So we will start from the market scenario and behavior. And I think we can go directly to today's session later, okay? So we will, even if it's the first program, we can already start charting today, okay? I think it will take me around 20 minutes, maximum 30 minutes to go through the model, and we will go in the practice. So you have practically three models. I want you to save this, okay? You have the model where the market is in a balance phase, okay? This model is working really good when you are closed inside the previous cash session, okay? And we can make a lot of money with this by trading the absorption at the top with the big trades. How many of you did this, guys? Give me one in chat. And trading, look at people in chat, already milking. And trading the absorption of the sellers on the downturn, okay? This model is mean reverting, is making you, me today, STN, amazing. This model is making you a lot of money when the market is stationary, okay? And you have two opportunities. The first opportunity is to trade from the bottom to the POC. The second opportunity, but this is when the profile framing is aligned and we will go through it, is trading from the bottom to the value area high and also trying to take a sniper at continuation, okay? I will give you immediately an example about this, or don't worry, we will go through everything. Gilard, don't worry. Any doubt that you have, the reason I capped the slot and the reason I didn't let the beginner in is because I know that all the question that you will make is a smart question. So for you, it will be really easy to receive my support, okay? Now I'm talking about cash session, okay? So I will make it easy. Just give me 1 second. I give you this explanation. This is the up phase. This is the down phase, Okay? So the other opportunity you can have is this. You have absorption at the top, 1, 2. You have absorption at the bottom. You fade the absorption at the bottom to go back to this, okay? So to the POC, but the absorption at the top, you want to go to the value area low and potential breakout. Why is this? I will explain you this. To take a decision if you want to do this game using the cash session, okay, in mean reverting, remember this is a mean reverting balance model. To understand this, you need to understand before where you are in the profile framing, okay? Now, the profile framing, it's based on the volume profile. I have some people that text me, Fabio, look, I'm beginning to trade. I'm using the profile, the volume profile of TradingView. Can I use? The volume profile of TradingView, guys, is not using real volume, but I used both of them side by side, and the distribution is not changing like the order flow related to footprint. It's changing a little bit. The distribution of the cash session, it's almost the same. Okay, there is no big change about this. So you can use without any problem. Okay, but if you have a professional order flow platform, okay, it depends on what you prefer. I use deep charts and I participate in alpha research for deep charts. You can use this template that it's already available. Okay, this template here, it's what I use to do profile framing. Okay, when we do profile framing, we want to understand who is in domination of the market. So if this is the Gauss distribution of the session of Monday, okay? This is the Gauss distribution of the session of Tuesday, okay? This is the Gauss distribution of the session of Wednesday. What the market is telling me, guys, in chat. The value is building up, okay? So if the value is building up, I do profile framing and I mark the best areas, okay? So I mark this value area low that is also overlapping with the previous value area high, and if the market goes back to this value area low of the cash session the next day, I have not only this move back to POC, I have also this move back to value area high, and I have the continuation. This is exactly when I want to use this model. Is it clear now for you? So the first step is profile framing. When we are long on the profile framing, okay, and I see the market being choppy, so I have the session of today maybe that is closed here inside. If I have to choose one position, mean reverting, I go back, for example, from here to POC. But if I need to choose from the bottom line, I go for extension. Okay, 100% clear. Perfect. The opposite is for this. The opposite is for this. We have maybe, let me go on white. We have maybe Monday, Tuesday overlapping here. You can merge, these two profiles you can merge, remember? And then I have a shift down, okay? For a shift, I mean that the value area low is lower and the value area high is lower. This is your delta in shift of the single session, okay? Now, in this case, I have two sensitive area. One is the value area high, as we saw before, for the session, and another one, it's the POC, as we know, no? The POC of the single session, it's important. It's important this, and it's important also the POC of the session that created a breakout. Then we will go to see, of course we will see, Roy. Then we will go to see the example that I took live. How many of you guys saw the session of 50,000 that I uploaded on YouTube? Please watch it. It's a session where I took this play. It's a session where I took this short play, okay, on the test, and I monetize all the collapse down. Also with a confirmation of aggressive buyers not managing to break the top, okay? And this was something incredible because the risk was really low on this position. So remember that in this case you have sensitive level 1 and cluster 2, POC and value area high. When you reach here, maybe this is the session of today, okay? We are starting inside the cash, so we are mean reverting. I see the market going here. I see one trigger from order flow. I apply this model. Can I go on? Is it clear for everyone? So I'm still mean reverting, but the execution logic is not cutting my position at POC because I'm in line with the institutions. Okay? Clear. Amazing. Now, for this model, that is the model related to mean reverting, guys, you want me to add also a little bit of fundamentals because on this model, I apply also the commitment of traders report. So if you want, I can give you the blueprint. Okay, let's do it. You go on Tradingster. You go on Tradingster and you watch specifically. This is giving you COT report with interactive charts. Okay. And I will share in the chat. And I will send you here. Okay. So in the chat, you can click. There is the commitment of traders here. And you can go with me directly to indices. Okay. And we will go one by one. We will start the first one and we open the COT report of S&P 500. Okay. The COT report of S&P 500, it's on the long term from asset managers, non-commercial, it's asset manager. Let me go through this explanation because this one is a multi-day model or a single day model, but it's a logic that use the fundamental data. Okay, so you want to follow institutions. Institutions are non-commercial and asset managers. Okay, part of the asset managers and leverage money. Okay, do exactly as I do, Hamed. So you go here, go in the first line, okay? This one, you don't need to click not COT futures, not COT legacy. You go directly here, you go in the section indices, and you click on the legacy one here. Okay? So what we are seeing now on this one is the long-term positioning. Let's check. UD2 is saying that it's laggy. For everyone else, the live is working good. It's just him because my connection it's amazing. Like I have more than 2,000 megabyte in download and upload. Amazing. Okay. So it's just him. Okay. Now 370,000 against 248,000. What does it mean, guys? We mean that we have a skew. Okay. If we have a skew on this one, it means that the skew it's on the short side for the institution for 122,000 contracts. Okay, 122,000 contracts multiplied by $50 per contract. Okay, it's an exposure of multiple millions. Okay, in terms of skew. Now, when we think about the skew of the last release, okay, the last release is telling me that in the short side, they added 35,000. In the long side, they added 20,000. So there is a skew of another 15,000 on the short side. Is it clear? So they are, on the long term, they are already short. On the short term, they added some longs and some short. Probably this is for coverage, okay? But they added 15 more shorts. So their overview is still short. Now I show you how they are synchronized, okay? This is the S&P 500. Let's go on the Nasdaq. Is the Nasdaq in agreement with the last release? Yes or no? they added 3,900 short, and they added only 400 long, okay? Nasdaq is still more skew on the long side than S&P 500, but we want to see mainly the last release because it's telling us who is putting the feet on the gas. And this is a release on this release, let me go also on Dow Jones, it's on the 13th, okay? So it's of the last week, it's updated. On the Dow Jones, we are neutral in long term, and we added 5,700 short against 2,200 long. The last release is this, the changes. Okay, you always need to check the net. So they had 5,700 short. They added 2,200 long. It means that they added 3,400, 500 short more. Is it clear for everyone or no? No. I don't check this every day, Mark. I only check this when a new release comes out. I'm explaining to you because this one, it's extremely useful when you align it with the profile framing. So the institutions from the last release, that was the 13th, okay, of January, are telling you we are distributing orders. Their exposure is going short. Okay. The option flow is not related with hyperscalping. The options is an information that I use for more long term, not for hyperscalping. Okay. So they are distributing order. Amazing Intel. I like that you enjoy, Carlos. Okay. So when we see that they are distributing order from the 13th of January, and we go back to price, and we see that the 13th of January was exactly on the value area high, now this rejection at the top of the value area, you see this line is the value area high, no? They start to make sense, yes or no? These 3 days of distribution, they start to make a lot of sense, okay? And what's good, and the reason people lose money by using COT because they don't understand it, is that once you have a framework for the indices, okay, you can cross confirm the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, and the Dow Jones and the Russell if you want, and you can build a matrix, okay? You can build a matrix, and if majority of them have a last change with strong short exposure, okay, and for short strong exposure, I mean that the delta is 30%. Let's say, for example, if they add 1,000 long and they add 5,000 short, for me it's a strong skew. They expect the market to go down the last week, okay? And what if one is long and the other one is short? In this case, Ahmet, let's say, for example, that they add, it's short here, okay? It's closing 2,000 contract. It's even better because they close negative, no? They close 2,000 contract long and they open 5,700 short. It means that the delta now is 7,000. So they are even more convinced to go short, okay? I can give you an example on the crude oil. If I'm not wrong, the last release of the crude oil was like this. Not this, but the release of 6th. Yes, look at this, okay? On crude oil, you have 4,800 contracts short added, so they have a bias and view on the short. And they also say, on the long side, I closed 2,400 contracts. So they have a net short in bias of more than 7,000. Is it clear now? Okay. For the indices, yes, you can check that. You can check the American indices. So now going on this, on the first model, okay, we are inside here and we don't need to guess Only non-commercial, Robin. I only watch non-commercial. Why I only watch non-commercial? Because non-commercials are speculators, are asset manager, are leverage money. They need to make money by the price moving. Commercial have different objective. Non-reportable are retail. I want to see the whales, what the whales are doing. Okay? And when you cross-reference this, and you go, for example, on the Nasdaq, no, sorry, the S&P 500, COT Legacy, you can go down and watch it deeper. Okay, let's do a game. Let's do a game, guys, because this is how the market moves, without fluff, without hype, and without anything else that can only waste your time. You remove non-reportable and you remove non-commercial. You amplify this, okay, and you make it bigger. Okay, so what we are doing now is we are watching S&P 500 max exposure, okay, for timeline. What's the biggest sell exposure that you see in this chart? Okay, you can see the sell exposure that is the biggest on May. Okay, they started to sell heavy in beginning of May. Okay, and in beginning of May, what you can see is that the market had a strong move down. Okay, had a strong move down. If we reference this to the last price action, to the last year, okay, and we go to see here what happened, we had a top in non-commercial on November. Okay, a top in non-commercial in November. From November, they only distributed volume. So let's go here and let's go back. Okay, let's go to November. Okay, this is November. Is the fact that institutions distributed money coherent with volume, yes or no? It's, of course, it's coherent. They sold the L, but when they sold, guys, let's check. Let's check. They started sell exposure really strong from the buy level, 12th of November. From that moment, they never recovered. Okay? Perfect. We start to go down with a strong shift. Look here. Okay? When we start to go down, shift here, up move, switch of behavior, and it's exactly the beginning of November. Okay? And they went down here till the 21 of November. So you have a skew between the data and the actual result that it's incredible. Okay, it's the same. Now I'm showing you this one. Okay, I don't have on the chart, but if we want to go on 2025, we can go in March. Okay, you remember in March what happened? We had a sudden move down from the indices, and this movement was supported by fundamentals. If we go here in the last release, okay, and we watch the last exposure, we go in non-commercial from 82,000 to minus 94,000 to minus 105 to minus 121. This is billions of exposure. What do you think the market will do? What do you think the market? It will dump. There is no other way around, guys. Okay, and what it's doing is going down for all the following weeks. Okay, now this movement that the market is doing, one guy is asking, was it predictable for you? Guys, for people that saw my profile framing on deep charts, what I said for this coming week, these slides were still not open. What I say, what I can expect, I can expect a dump. Okay, I can expect a dump. Okay, that the 25,200 will be it. You remember, look at this level. Okay, it went to the value area low, really close, but I think we hit Let's check if we hit in the pre-market. Let's check 25,000. Here we go. Look here. Look here in the cash session opening. 25,200. Bam. Okay, they went even lower. Yeah, and they will hit a wall. Exactly what happened. Okay, but this is something that we are doing already from months. Okay, and we will do also here, because when you have everything, when you have the information related to volume, you can build your narrative. Okay, now someone is asking, Fabio, but why, if the data are short on this side, you expect that in the following week we will go from the value area low that we already touched here. Why do you think we will go up here? And I think you can understand, when you understand this chart, you can understand that the maximum exposure they have, it's on the long side for the short term. Okay, they are just taking profit here on this level, on the level that we saw and we marked together. But if we go on the long term and we see they approach this level multiple times, okay? Look here. The first time that they approached this level was here, and they had this retracement in terms of volume, okay? Then we take this level again, we reject really strongly. This is a super important level from the sellers. This time, the movement that we achieve from this level is this one. Okay? After this, we go close and we do another movement. And now the price is rejecting here, going back inside the range. Okay? In this case, what I can expect from the session of today is not continuing lower, because I already gave the level. It was the 25,218. I expect this to close in the middle of this two session. Okay? In the middle, in this area. Okay? Why I expect it to close? And I'm explaining all my process, all my process from A to B. Because now we are going above the value area I, and the market is out of a consolidation phase. So now it's a moment for the market to build up. Okay, to build up. And if we think about this, let's think about this, no? If the market wants to build up, what is the most important level of control the market can find on the way up? The most important level the market can find on the way up is the first point of control, that is this. So it's a test of the ceiling of the previous week. Okay, this was the low of the previous week in terms. And then we have other target here. Okay, but when we go, now I want to go immediately to charting, but I need to explain before the models, okay? But when we go on because this was the best opportunity of the day, when we go here on the deep trades, for the chat, can you explain to me what you see in this cluster and in this cluster? Look at the level, okay? The price tapped into the level that I already said, 220. We have a strong rejection. This is incredible positive delta. The buyers are getting rewarded. They are extremely aggressive on the level. They reload here, and what is more important, you know what is more important than everything else? That these buyers, when sellers try to engage the level here, they say, where do you think you are going? Where do you think you are going? And I don't think this one will finish fast, this movement. I think we are just starting the momentum of the day. Okay, what the market is telling us with this candle. Okay, I want to explain, but I also want to chart with you. but I need to understand that we will have a lot of session. Okay, what the market is telling you, look, I try to break above the level of absorption that I had before. Okay, I try to break above. I managed to do it. Now, what you need? Now you need sellers that try to push the price down, but they cannot. You see how much they are trying? Probably soon you will see some aggressive sellers that got absorbed, okay, that punched a wall. And where you can find these sellers? We don't need to guess too much. We can help each other. So the first information we have is that the value area of the cash session is some 25,392. And the price, as you can see, you see how much it's having a hard time breaking it. These are important level, guys. You see that it's with this line, it's inside. It's not easy for it to break it. And it's going up and down. Is it clear? I don't know, guys, if it's clear. You can see, but this line, this white line, trying to break the cash session and then getting rejected back down. Is it visible? Is this line here? Amazing, okay? So this is a decision level. And you have this decision level marked in red. You have this decision level marked in red. And what you can see here is that the sellers, every time they engage the 25,390, they are trying to keep it down, okay? This is the exact ceiling of the value area. This is the level that is trying to push the price down. Now, what's funny is that if we manage to break this level, that is also the previous absorption, okay? If we manage to break this level, we have a gap. And this gap is the first level that the market will aggressively want to rebalance if we break this value area. Is it clear, all the reasoning? And someone can ask, Fabio, but why? Because market maker don't like inefficient transaction. They make money only when the market is efficiently transacting. So my playground for the day, okay, my playground for the day will be seeking this momentum explosion, okay? We'll be seeking this momentum explosion from the moment we clearly accept above this cluster, okay? If it reaches the gap, will it spike? I think we will see a good up movement. I think the momentum will catch up the moment we reach this high, and you will see an aggressive movement up with first strike, second strike, third strike, and if it arrives here, it's a masterpiece. Okay? This is the playground. Now, when we go on the long term, okay, we cannot shoot for a target that is, for example, here. But why we cannot shoot for a target that is here? Because if we do our usual profile framing analysis in yellow, we understand that for the multi-day pressure, the pressure is still down. Is it clear? Amazing. So you need also to understand what the market is telling you. Now let's go on, because we saw together the framework using fundamental analysis and single day and multi-day profile framing, plus the confirmation of the consolidation phase to get mean reverting execution that are stealing candies to the market. Now, if this is clear, I can cancel. This is my video that I did on the psychology. I use the same framing. I hope you like it. And we can go on the second model. The second model probably is the one that we'll present today. It's the momentum model. Okay. The momentum model during the Christmas vacation gave me an incredible idea. Okay, so I improved it. So everyone that also saw it and studied it, I'm working a lot on improving my models. Okay, and the logic that I did, okay, on this, it's trying to understand how I can catch the best movement of the market, adding confluence to know that the market will not catch me in movement like this. Breakout and then snap back, okay? But that I will only take the movement that are like this, okay? And this requires me a lot of study on research paper on how I can get deeper into the micromechanics, understanding the interaction of the orders and the location of the orders. So the momentum model for people that follow it was the following. We have a balance, okay? This can be either a session profile, so the actual cash session, so the cash session start here, and the actual cash session shows you the market going like this, okay? And then you break it, okay? And when you break it, you have a potential to have a momentum setup, okay? But this one, when you become advanced, okay, they work amazingly, Ahmet, because these models are built on the language of the market. They are not built on optimizing parameters. When you get advanced, you can also use the fixed profile. How many of you guys use the fixed profile? The fixed profile, it's incredible. It's incredible because it lets you put your skills and understanding of the market working for you at leverage. So for the session profile, usually what you will have noticed in is that you have one or two opportunities per day because you have only one session profile. When it breaks the cash session, you have the explosion, and that's the setup, okay? But when you understand that you can have point A and point B on your swing point, okay, and maybe the swing point it's like this. Impulse in the beginning, then consolidation phase, and then consolidation phase here, okay? And you get your fixed profile from the point A to the point B. What your fixed profile will show you? A distribution that is like this, okay? A distribution that is like this. Now you are not slave to one or two opportunity per day, but you can do what the other guy was telling. He was Enrico, Enzo, I don't remember, Enno. Hyper scalping, because you can have also 5-10 opportunities per day, because every swing point you know how to read and how to identify. So the moment from this distribution we will do this and accept, what do you think will give us the test? Usually gives us an impulsive move down, okay? Usually gives us an impulsive move down. And this is exactly what I think we can see today when the price break this distribution. We are now here. We are trying to break this cash session, and we are rejecting. What I expect today is this, and a huge move up. Okay? Exactly. This is the momentum model. Then I was thinking, sometimes maybe it break a little bit and come back inside. I don't know how many of you had this problem that in consolidation session, sometimes you get an amazing execution, put your stop loss to break even, and then the market comes back. And you say, okay, I had the opportunity to close at 122, but the market came back. Perfect. Then the other hour, the market break again and snap back inside. This one, it's a market behavior that I've seen a lot of times during mid-December, from the last 2 weeks of December and the first 10 days of January. Have you experienced this, guys? Choppy market, every breakout comes back in. So this market is really boring for me, okay? Yes, you can take some 1-to-1 and 1-to-2, but it's really difficult to take 1-to-3, 1-to-4, 1-to-5, 1-to-10, 1-to-20, like the one that I took in the video, because the market is consolidation. So I think I spend more than 50 hours researching, and I find something. This is something that I never explained, okay? I find something that changed the momentum model in a way that it's incredible, okay? And this the study of not only the aggressive market participants, filtered for size. So what we call the big trades, okay, is not only this, it's not only the big trades, but is the study of the speed of these participants, okay? So I added to this the confluence of the speed of orders, what is called the speed of tape. You want to see which kind of cheat code it is? We go on today. Look at this cheat code, okay? You open the chart, and in the level that I show you, this was the best opportunity for today in the opening, okay? Unfortunately, I was preparing the live for you with all the topics, so I didn't have the time. But when you go on this, and when you see that the market is giving you not only big, strong aggression level plus cluster of speed of buy orders, you see here how many blocks outline of buy orders we have. And you see how these big trades gets confirmed. Look at this 60, locked the level, no? Look at these big orders. Okay, look at this speed of tape. Okay, what the market is telling you, you not only have an amazing cluster of aggressive order on this horizontal level, but you are also supported by speed. Guys, it's really easy to read. You need to read deep green candle and deep purple candle if you want to go short. Ignore all the rest. Ignore these. I can also give you this visual. I can also give you this visual. I think it's easier for you to understand like this. Okay? It's easier. Okay? Treat this as an histogram, okay? This surge in aggression of the volume of the buyers is telling you the auction is done. Expect an explosion up, okay? And this is the reason they come back here and we have this amazing move. Look here, stable, 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 again, two of those. Where? Let's put this area under the scan, and what we see? That is the locking of this starting of the move. See? This is the starting of the move. Now it's amazing because the marketing telling you there is nothing. There is nothing here. And you want to see how you can avoid a lot of stop loss. Look here. Look how much is low the activity. If you try to take this breakout, you will incur in a lot of losses. But look here. Do you understand the value of these guys? One in chat. It's keeping you out of useless moment in the market. It's keeping you out. You are not participating in moments where you could have only taken stop loss. Let's say, for example, that you want to try along here. Okay. You see that it's empty. And you would have taken a stop loss. But with this, you only get in movement that are sustained by the speed of tape. Okay. Now we don't have anything. No big trades and no speed of tape. But soon, remember what I'm saying to you. I know this chicken. I trade the Nasdaq from half my life. Okay. I know. Look. Soon, the buyers will get control. And we will see this level populated by aggressive orders. They are testing, they are poking, they are trying to take control of the levels. Imagine this as Risiko. You know what is Risiko? It's a war game where you have your tank and you need to conquer other areas. Okay? What they are doing now is trying, testing. You saw before was all green. Now the sellers are loading really heavy, really fast. And now the buyers are responding. Look, you can see this in real time. It's amazing. Okay, look how they are responding. They are saying, no. My lovely seller, you can load as much contract as you want. I control the level. You see the result of the buyers. You see the result of the buyers. They close green, even with all these sellers. And look how many sellers are loading. Sellers are loading so fast, but what you see, buyers are standing their ground. Okay? Buyers for now are standing their ground. And from where they will continue to stand their ground? Till the beginning of the move. The beginning of the move started here. Okay? So you can expect that all this speed of the sellers will be absorbed in this area. Now there is no participation from aggressive orders. Guys, I really try my best only to explain models for the first session, but then I see the market and I cannot help myself to analyze. And you see here what we are having. What we are having at the moment. We are having a speed of tape controlled by sellers. Okay. We are having a speed of tape controlled by sellers. They have more pressure than the previous moment. And we have buyers that are not interactive. Before they were defending. Now they are not interacting. And look at this. Big orders and speed of tape. Oh, today Nasdaq is really participating in giving you the best understanding. What you see here. They stepped in to defend the level with 124 horizontal contract, okay? Horizontal contract with a speed that was visible immediately. They printed a candle like this. What this mean? That they input this contract fast, one single order. 124 contract on Nasdaq, guys. It's a nominal value of more than 100 million. More than 100 million, guys. You understand who are these people that are playing this game here and who we are watching to build our edge. These are big money. This is not me. This is not Carmine. This is not Umar. These are people that can buy us. Okay, with one trade. And then you see the auction is fighting. They define the bottom of the range. And then they define the top of the range. The auction is starting. Okay, they have the speed, they have the volume, and they have the direction. Yes, guys, thank you, Jason. This is not a signal service, please. This is my years of knowledge in the chart at your service to understand how I make money. Okay, please. Don't execute. Use this for educational purpose. Try to understand what I'm teaching you. Okay. Try to understand what I'm teaching you because the best gift you can give to me is taking this trade by yourself. It means that my time got rewarded. Yeah, speed of tape is helping you. Speed of tape, it's like a validation of the most important aggressive orders. Okay, you see what I told you. We have defined the top of the range and the bottom of the range. From this level, you see what they tried? They say, let me see if I can. Okay, let me see if I can. And what's the reply of the sellers? I think you still cannot. I think you still cannot. Okay? Now, this behavior, it's the potential beginning of the move of the day breaking the value area high. Imagine how much it's important, this fight that we are watching now. This fight that you are watching and you say, maybe I can enter one contract and I make $100, is the fight that is defining how on the 20th of January, billions of dollars are being moved. Okay? Billions of dollars are being moved. And this level that I marked is the level that they use for intermediate cross-reference. Okay? Intermediate cross-reference. Now, this level here, it's becoming an important level. And you know what's the reaction of the market by the moment they break an important level. You have an aggression on the upside and you don't come back. You have a squeeze. You have what I like to call a squeeze. Okay? You see how they are trying. See how they are trying. They are putting effort. Now expect that they print a green candle because they are loading hard. So expect that they print and expect that we start to see aggressive buyers, bam. Okay? These sellers are not holding back. These sellers are not holding back. No. You could have entered, Ahmed, also at this. The white line is the point of no return. The white line is the point of no return. Because when they break this level, now we are in a super sensitive level. You know what's this week? This week is the value area high absorption. You see, is at the same level. They already told us before. Now, try to enter in the head of the market. If we manage to break this level with participation and absorption, all these sellers needs to close. And if all these sellers needs to close, they push the market really fast to the next station. And which one is the next station? The next station on the upside that we have is this one. 460. Is the last station? No. This is the last station. If I'm not wrong, yes, it's this one. Okay. This is the last station for the day. Stay with me, be patient, learn how to get in tune with the market is telling you. You need to understand every single candle because every single candle is telling you a story. Now they are telling you the most sensitive level are this and this. Who won? These buyers won. What does it mean? That probably if they come back to test, we will reject again. They are not leaving the bag. Every time they get pushed down by sellers, they recover the level. You see how they behave, guys. See, this is the pass-through level. They push it down and they reload. They push it down and they reload. Expect to see something here really soon. Expect to see something here really soon because I can see that the interaction is really aggressively. Really aggressively. They had a reload here. They had a reload. If you want to see a reload really fast without changing the settings of your big trades, we can mark this last movement with profile and see what's the most important price level. Look, without anything else. Clear for everyone or no, guys? Doesn't get easier than this. It doesn't get easier than this. Guys, have you noticed that I didn't put a delayed live? Have you noticed that I'm not going live with a 20, 30 second, 1 minute delay? Notice this. Notice the difference. They are pushing it back again. Now, this level is accepted. This is the last station of the sellers. I think we will print really soon a huge green candle here. On the on the speed of tape. On the speed of tape. They are aggressively breaking. They are aggressively breaking the cash session high. Guys, I don't know if you understand that already from the moment I told you this is control of the buyers, mid of the candle, this is already enough for the day. This is already a 1, 2, 3. Now, this is not the final target, of course, but just to understand that you don't need to get a sniper. Look what we are doing. Look at the sweep. Look at the sweep. This got absorbed. this one got absorbed. So the seller are actively participating above the eye. Okay, and this is a strong information that they are not letting the buyers take control. Okay, look at this. Look at this. They are not letting the buyers take control, and you need to become good at reading this. Now, this one creates a secondary setup. That is one of my favorite setup, no? Now, the framework is clear, and we have 2 clean point of battle. The first 1, 2, 3 is gone, but look at this. We have 2 clean point of battle. 1 and 2. Okay. This is the 2 clean point of battle, the reloading. If we manage to break this point, okay, we can use the profit of the first position to shoot for another 1 to 2. No, sorry, way more, because a lot more. Seems way more higher the target. It's a 1 to 12, to be honest, with a break even here. But you need to wait for a breakout. This is the level. Break-even level. Guys, as always, it's not financial advice. It's my view of the market. This is for educational purpose. Okay. You see what I told you? They absorb the buyers and they go to test back here. Okay. This setup, it's not activating if you don't break the top, because it means that the sellers are in control here. Now look at this level. This is the first level that we saw. This is still a valid setup, but now the stop loss is too long. They absorbed here and they came back to the origin point. Now look at this. Look at this level. Look at this level. You see that the market slices through everything, and the first pause that the market had is on this level. What does it mean? That they have the only protection point of the buyers. Okay, this is the only protection point of the buyers. If this one gets broken, we will go back here before breaking the top, because today I'm really convinced that we will break the top, okay, on the cash session. They hit the 124 contract with this 84. And one important stuff, what happened in the speed of tape? What you can see? Seller's aggression. Now you understand why I say take out 1 to 3, it's enough, and reload, risk this profit on the next one. Because when the market is mean reverting, and what I explained in the beginning, that when we don't break the value area high, okay, this one, it's an anticipation setup. But when we are inside, what we do? We mean revert to the top, to the bottom. You remember what we saw in the beginning? Is it clear, guys? This doesn't mean that the bias is going short, okay? But this means that probably we will tap into this low. This means that we will tap into this low. So we can clean the chart and continue. This one, it's what price action traders call the fake out. This is not a fake out, guys. This is an absorption. This is buyers trying to take control and get rejected. Do you consider level where market close and opens? If we build new value but following day open to the other side, so it's to away from the value, what is the plan of the day? I don't use this, Darko. I don't use opening and closing price. I use only the cash session. How about the candle 511 with strong speed of tape, big trade signal as well, but then the buyers are absorbed? It's part of the game. It can happen. It can happen. 511, it's here. Yeah, it can. But here, you see where we are. Where is this candle? It's on the value area high. So you need to understand this. Let me clarify for everyone this. If you are here in the distribution, okay, and you have high speed of tape here and aggressive big trades here, you have two chances. Either the sellers take back control, either you have an amazing explosion, okay? What is different is when you enter back in the value area and you have aggressive trades and speed of tape. Here, you don't have a wall on the top. So at least to the POC, you have a huge probability of arriving. You understand the difference between the candle of 511 and the level 25,218, where I was searching for my first long. Yeah, it was a good short on the failed auction, but I told you immediately, you saw that the buyers got absorbed. This is a level where I usually take out profit. But if they break this level, I reload. They are taking the low, as I told you. Now, this one becomes an area. Let me hide this and remove this. This one becomes an area where I want to see the last point of aggression is this one, no? You see why the last point of aggression? Because it's the level that created the most important breakout, all this breakout of this area. So I mark this, and what I see, where are we now, guys? On the fixed profile, where are we now? Where are we now? On the value area low. Okay, and on the value area low, which level are the levels most sensitive? We have the sellers getting completely absorbed here. And we have the sellers getting completely absorbed here. And then what we have? We have a big participation of the buyers, 2 points here. So we have this area that if we see some aggressive buyers can be really interesting. Now I put the risk to reward as a no-brainer, but consider that we don't have, oh, it's already reacting really good. This one also going back to the top range, it's a 1 to 2.5. Okay, this is how it comes used. And this is the perfect example for the guy that told me, Fabio, what's the difference between this? That here you are high in the curve, here. Here you are in the bottom of the curve. How can you check the curve? Using the value area. Okay, you see that here you are on the value area low. Usually the value area low acts as a really strong support. Let me put it larger so you can see better. Let's activate also the speed of tape. And the speed of tape at the moment, it's not participated by buyers and not participated also by sellers. Now we go through it, Ridwani. Guys, already 1 hour. Do you accept if I go at least on other 40 minutes? Or you are busy, guys? Okay. Because I want really to see this cash session with you. Now, as you can see, they are going back to this level. This horizontal level is the value area low. And what you notice that they are stacking by order at the bottom. You notice that every time they tap into the value area low, they stack by order. Stack by order here, okay? And you can see also from the momentum they are building. The buyers are really aggressive, really, really aggressive. And now what you can see is that it's building a wall, an intermediate wall here. And if they want to break it, they need to show a little bit of aggression from the big orders or from the speed of tape. Yes, Tal Franks. The value area low, consider the value area low like a road, okay? A direction of the road. If you break from the bottom, you go south. If you break from the north, you go long. Look at these amazing trades that we saw, guys. This is already 1-to-1. Now, when you see something like this and you already break the level, considering that we already saw a 1 to 3, you can put your stop loss to 0. Okay, look at how much aggression we are seeing on this market. I hope, guys, it's not too complicated. Is it clear, everything I'm explaining? Look what an explanation. Look what an example we had. You see now where institutions like to load their order. You see from which level they like to load their order. This is another 1 to 2.5 if it goes. And I tell you something, this is not even the final target, because as I explained to you, this can become a 1 to 15. And it's still valid, guys. Okay. But you can have two approach. Either you say, look, I already have 3R for the day. I take other 2 out, I close 5R per day, it's amazing for me. Or you can say, the market is choppy, it goes up, it goes down, I don't like it. I want to shoot for one good trade of 1 to 20 and make the profit of the week. This is another approach. Okay. You see that these aggressive buyers are stacked at the top here, and these aggressive sellers are pushing back from the top against them. Now, when you reach the base, that is this one, the base is the level where you finish the battle. So you understand if these sellers that are participating here are winning or they are losing. Okay. Now you understand, you saw me also when I did the session of 50K, that every time I'm in profit 5,000, 10,000, I remove this out of the market. Now imagine if this, instead of going break even, you have still your position in the market. You are always in time to reload, you see? You are always in time to reload. If it breaks back above 63, okay, you can still take another position. But why leaving floating profit on the market? Just break even, red one. This one is not a move that is giving me. And now I want to go back. We started the session explaining the behavior of the market when it's inside the cash session, value area high and value area low, and the behavior when it's outside. This behavior here, what is, guys? This is balance. Okay. When can we expect momentum? When you break this level. This is mean reversion. That's the reason you need to be fast. Either you take a 1 to 2, okay, and say, okay, where is the POC? Where is the POC, guys? The POC is here. Okay, perfect. You take profit here. Or you are watching only this distribution. Okay, where is the POC? A little bit above. 1 to 2. It's okay, I take out. But I want to show you something. Now, break even or not break even. You see how the price feels. Let me remove this. You see how the price feels our area. Is it clear for you why this is the best logic of identifying levels? Look at this battle. Look at this battle. Aggressive buyers against aggressive sellers. This they decide, on this level they decide. On this level they decide if they break the value area low. This is the exact level where they decide if they break the value area low and we go down. Because the buyers attempted to save the price, but they failed. Okay, and you remember that we marked all this area, no? And this is the area where you want to understand the battle. This one is 1 minute. Yeah, you can use also the range. You can use also the range. Can you comment this for me? 60 and 65. 65 at the bottom of the candle, 60 in the body of the candle. The candle is closing sell. You see how much they are fighting? They are deciding. It's a decisional point. They are low in the curve, and not only they are low in the curve, they are also in a situation where the market, in this case here, is overextended on the downside. See the sellers. This one is a moment where you can wait for a clean win of the battle. Who won this battle, guys? Who won this battle? Who won this battle here? Who won this battle? So let's say that you took one break-even and 3R, okay? Is this a 1-2 that you can try or no? Of course, yes. You are low in the curve, you have a tight stop loss, you have a potential risk to reward of 1 to 2.6, and you have a really fast break-even point. Why a really fast break-even point? Because if this area gets broken, you can go risk-free as fast as fuck. Sorry for the terms, guys. That's the reason I didn't put delay. Because I want to show you the prediction ability in real time. Look at this motherfucker. Amazing, eh? Who won this battle? Buyers again. Okay, what I'm risking? 1,000, floating 2,000. Already risk-free. You understand the peace of the mind of trading like this? Look at this movement. Look how much the price is aggressive when you get the right areas. Look at people executing there, making money. What an amazing session together, guys. I love to do this. I love to do this. You are covered, but look how much space the market covered in one single candle. Someone, Gian Maria, saying Gothic 2. Gothic 2. You are out. You are out. I cannot see properly, but I think it took it. Oh, no. It missed one tick. Bam! You are out. 5.5 R for the day and one break even. Look at this. Probably we took with a one candle stop loss the big move of the day. Imagine now if it squeeze. Imagine now if it squeeze, and this is how I make session of 50,000 risking $2,000, guys. Because from here, if I load 2,000 risk and I shoot for this high, it's more than 1 to 10. And if I shoot for this is a 1 to 20, so it's risking 2,500 to make 50. Look at this. Look at the people making money. Look at this small bastard already. You need to learn. You don't need to make money on my shoulders. Look at the equity line in chat. No, but I'm happy for you guys. I'm happy that you are understanding properly. The move is not finished. The move is not finished. The move is not finished. The move is not finished, guys. They accepted, they are reloading this contract. The move is not finished. We are back to the cash session high. I think we will need to rebalance a little bit of this movement, but I think in the next 3 to 4 minutes, we can go back to the top of the range. And if we manage to break, we have an amazing move. Fabio, the 2 trades I took were before you show them on the charts. I took them after understanding the level you talked about. Don't worry, Roy. I will not ask for my shares of the profit. You can say it. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. You see what I'm telling you? They are balancing into all this inefficient price action, okay? And they have these aggressive buyers that probably are trying to hold the price up. Let me see the speed of tape. Speed of tape is loading a little bit on the downside. And then you can use the profile because we have the area. Look how much we were precise in the identification of the area. And then we have the most important aggressive buy level that is there and one small buy level that is here. But this is the most important one. I think this is the reloading level. I don't see anything more important than this on the price chart. So this attempt to break got rejected. 25, 355, it's here to go long again. You know that you are right. You know that you are right, that this level is nothing bad. This is a nice level. This is a nice level. And you are already 5.5 hours, so you can just risk 1 hour. But you need to check how the price interact when it arrives here. For now, I can see that these aggressive buyers are interested. You see, they rejected already 2 times. I want to see if also this candle get rejected. We have a micro squeeze on the way up. So we have one candle that recover all this movement, and we work in steps. So they shoot another long candle here with a weak rejection, and the next one break everything. You see, it's the third rejection here. Let me mark the level, the horizontal level on the rejection. You see their game, what they are doing. It's like if they don't want to go below this aggression point. Look now, Look now how they will try to poke this level with a buy and a weak candle. Look at this micro gap. This micro gap, it's important. This is a level that if the candle close below this gap, it can break this. But if it recover, we go up. They want to test this level. And the first time that they test this level, as I told you, you will see a wick, because there are a lot of pending orders here, limit. Micro gap up. Look at the first touch. Look at the first touch. Look at the first touch here. 1, 2. They cannot even reach it. 1. Look at this touch. Okay. You see how, look at how the limit order, look. This is live, guys. It's not recording, it's not backtest. Okay. As I told you, they will insist on this level 2 or 3 times before breaking with a squeeze. This is a really consistent pattern of Nasdaq. They are loading. We need a little bit of speed of tape that we don't have. Look at the level. Look at the precision of the level. Look at the precision of the level. 25,406, not even 1 tick of drawdown. No speed of tape of the buyers, the movement failed. And back to the other range. Now they are reloading. And this time, when they reach this level, they will break really aggressively. They will not give you wick anymore. They will break aggressively and they will try to poke the next one. Range chart when the market is really choppy. Range chart when the market is choppy. Closed in a range. You see that they didn't manage to reach it. When they will reach again, they will break. Another confirmation of the absorption, but in all this area, I don't see aggressive buyers or aggressive sellers. They're just loading. This is like what I was telling you. Now they rejected again, okay? Look what happens when they touch. They don't need to, when they touch again this level. Past bank 25, 413, yes. If we use delta volume charts, it's easy to see absorption. I prefer like this. I prefer, look at this reload on this level. Look at the value of this area. Look at the value of this area. They didn't reach. It's like, imagine a cascade of orders. Imagine a cascade of orders. Imagine a cascade of orders. They failed again, they didn't reach the level, and the buyers from this horizontal area are still protecting. They are still protecting. One second, guys, I cannot watch the Q&A and chart. It's real time. I don't have seconds more than you. It's real time. Look at this level, 25,406.75. Watch this level closely. You need to understand market micromechanics like me in this year, 2026. And you will see that what you paid for the service is peanuts. Still not managing to reach here. We are really close. Speed of tape almost loading. The candle, it's interesting. What I told you, watch the recording there if you have time. They will reject. They will try the first time. It will print up weak. We will reject. The second one will be an amazing move. Roy, service already paid for itself with this session, but you don't need to go heavy. No, I don't have gamma exposure now. I'm just going with order flow. This is part of hyper scalping, Dark. We are almost there. We are almost there. They are building a ceiling here. They are building a ceiling. And this is exactly what they do before giving an explosive move. This is exactly what they do before giving an explosive move. Because here you have absorption, 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 absorption of the buyers till the moment the limit order cannot keep. Okay. And you have, but we need to touch this level to do this. We need to touch this level to have a move that it's worth. They went back to the low of the range. Look at CVD. You can, but it's not necessary, guys. No, I don't have deep on my side. I only have the charts that you are watching and your charts. I'm sharing you the only chart that I'm using. I'm focused here. I'm watching big orders, rejection level, and range of the day. I'm only watching this. They try to break the low. Let's see if they go back to the level that the guy was saying, 355. The beginning of the move, the inefficient. Now you see the difference between here and here. Here, it's empty, no speed of tape. Not only from the buyers, but also from the sellers, there is no speed of tape. No, not today. It's possible that we do charting now, and the last model we cover on Thursday. It's possible. Then we go to the Q&A, Rodan. It depends, guys. It's not hard, because if you see here, the origin of the movement is this. They are going to rebalance. This squeeze was the same one that you will have if they break this top. So they squeeze the low, okay? But the last movement that created a breakout is this, acceptance, okay? So now I want to see on this horizontal level what sellers are doing. Remember that we have all this area that before gave us an amazing 1 to 2.5, and it's possible that we have another opportunity to make another 1 to 2.5, risking 1 hour. Okay, so in worst case scenario, we close at 4.5 R. In the best case scenario, we go at 7, 8. Leonardo, it's already in. Ah, you took a short. Okay, you took a short from the movement. You took a short from the distribution and the absorption. But here in the curve, I cannot give you advice, but I would consider by taking a little bit of profit because this level already proved itself. We are reaching it. Yes, how speed is related to volume and order. You see how this level is important. This is the previous candle that we saw. You see how much this one is important. Let me remove this horizontal level. And here you have again another potential execution. This is another potential execution. It's another 1 to 2. Now it can go also above. It can go 1 to 2.5. This is another execution where you risk only a small part of the profit, 1 hour. Why it's interesting, this one? Because we saw that when the market gets low in the curve, we have a really strong rejection. So we have all this area where we can cover ourselves behind. And this is amazing. Balance market, but you need to be quick. Yeah, in balance market, guys, usually what they do is supporting the low and selling the top. So you need to be pretty fast. But the good point about balance market is that if you are smart in positioning and fast, you can close the day at 3, 4, 5 hour, also sometimes at 7, 8 hour without too much effort. You don't need to take the big move. You can take all 1 to 2.5, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, but a lot of them, and only risking the profit. For example, if we lose this trade, we stop for the day because the market is not giving us any explosion. So we only can use the mean reverting model that already gave us enough profit. But we need a little bit of diversification, no? So when you go back here, if you go back here and the buyers take back control, you can already go to break even on this position. So you understand that your risk is time limited. And that's the importance of being precise. That's the importance of being precise. If they break this candle from the bottom, I would already like to be out. So already risk-free. You are still 5.5 R in profit with the potential to make a 1 to 2.5 additional. But you put the risk out of the market in not even 3 minutes. If it rejects and goes down, you can try again. This is why you need speed. Am I clear, guys? Two in chat. You see all this rejection. This is risky, but you are already out of the risk of the market. You are not risking, you are not participating in the risk. Okay, it would have taken money from us here, but being fast and covering ourselves in precise area, zero risk. Okay, yeah, the move is weak. Now we are getting choppy. Market is getting a little bit choppy. But still, it can pay us really good. So we took another break even. We didn't took a single stop loss for the day. Only break even and take profit. Why? Because we are fast. Now, when they break this level, if they break this level, after tapping into this one, you have a big upside potential. You have a smaller stop loss because you have your stop loss below here if we have an aggression of the sellers with rejection and aggression of the buyers. Okay, you have a profit potential. This level, I don't want to put target here because I know that we will squeeze up. So here, with a really defined and small total risk, here we go. Let's see if it closes above. I would like to see a little bit of participation, but I need to lower the setting because the session is really choppy for the day. Not lunch break, sleep break. This is a sleep break for the asset. Okay, we have at 40. You see what we can have here. We have an interesting candle. We can wait to clean all this consolidation, and then we drop our risk to reward tool. You see how much it's important waiting for speed of day, big trades? Nothing, there is nothing now. They are going back to this level. You need to be patient here. You took break even, Leonardo, you took a long. Yeah, I refer to VWAP, Legato. Guys, please use your first and second name so I can memorize the name and recognize the best trader and the people that are inside the group. Don't use like names of cartoon or stuff because it gets really difficult for me to remember the best traders, the one that participate the most, and I want really to put you into the battlefield. Yeah, put from the settings, you can change your name. Do it after. I like this for longs because of CVD. What is CVD saying? Hey, they are absorbing. All this movement of the sellers got absorbed. Nice. Really nice. It's not changing our view, eh? I still think we need to go back in this area. Look at these two aggressive buyers that never got tested for the session. These are the two most important buy area for the day, for these two. See what they do? This is the mean reverting model. We are still mean reverting, guys. But what I'm demonstrating to you is that you can make money also in mean reverting market. Look, we tap into what? 60 contract that moved the price up before. We have another opportunity. When you break this candle, I'm waiting to load. When I load the risk to reward tool, it's an opportunity. Later we go on the rating. This is one potential setup. It's an amazing 1, 2, 3. It's an amazing 1, 2, 3. Why? Because the price gave me the confirmation that the sellers are not participating low in the curve. So it's really difficult for them to break this level, at least for what they are saying now. We are in profit 5.5 R. So losing 1 hour will bring us at 4.5, so we can try an additional trade low in the curve. The buyers are having a micro gap. I don't know if you see, but they are having some micro gaps that are potential point for accumulation. And also, if we break this level, we will stop for the day because the market is completely in consolidation. But still, 4.5 bar, it's amazing. If we manage to go up, we add to the 5.5 bar 3R, so we go to 8.5 R, that in a consolidation day, it's a triple A session. It's 10 out of 10 session. And I will be super happy to share this session with you. Let's see how it goes. Guys, it's impossible for me to follow the market and reply to the chat. Wait 1 second. When I tell you, ask me question, you ask me question. Look how sellers are aggressively trying to push the auction down, but I don't see anything here. I don't see anything. This is the huge fight. See, this is a huge fight between buyers and sellers. This is a huge fight. We are low in the curve, so you can see buyers always protecting their position, standing their ground. Right, I forgot. Potential break-even point are, yes, the yellow line that you see. The origin of the selling move is a potential risk-free point. You cannot see picture on live stream. You cannot see my chart. Guys, is it visible for everyone, my chart? Or no? Okay, so it's a bug only for you. Let me remove speed of tape so I can see the chart bigger. Maybe this is the problem. What the fuck happened? Okay, I don't have the, but you still can see. Where is the stop loss? It's this red line. I don't know why it disappeared, but anyway. Maybe because it's smaller. I can make it. Oh, here it goes. You see that the sellers are really trying to push aggressively, and the same participants that are protecting here are the one that got absorbed before. It's them. Okay. It's not smooth as the other setup that we saw, but this is a setup that can be interesting. Why? Because either it goes to stop loss, but if it start to load up, we can see a fast move up that recover all these sell moves and start to shoot up really fast to the target. This is something that you see usually when they attack the value area low. Nice zone, Andrea says. Yeah, it's a nice area. It's a nice area. The condition of the market today is not the best. It's a little bit choppy, but it's still an amazing session, guys. 4.5 R, I will sign with my blood to make this return every day. Oh, first absorption of the area. These aggressive sellers got absorbed, and these aggressive sellers send us to stop loss. This is the first stop loss for the day. We are 4.5 R. Now, what we can do, because you see what happened. What is this information, guys? This one. What is this information? Look at this. This rejection can be taken if this candle close green. Okay? And we are still 3.5, and this can pay us at 2.78. Okay, 2.8. So we go from 4.5 to 7.5. Of course, remember what I told you. The candle needs to close green. Now the effort is not being rewarded. But what you can see, a huge absorption of the sellers from the buyers. So this is amazing. Now you are into. Now you are in the setup. And this one, I also want to tell you something. It's a shoot that you can try for the 5R. This is one shoot that you could try for the 5R. Everyone longing. Everyone, but use only the profit of the previous, because this one is not AAA. The market is choppy, it's super choppy. I don't see if he took us out. I think yes. Let's see how it goes. Aren't you expecting price to target the equal low liquidity before moving to the upside? I don't use the equal low liquidity, I use absorption. Yeah, there is a huge seller's absorption. These have the potential to go up. Now, on this one, the area is this, and it didn't touch the low of the area, 25,332. But if you want to be a little bit more conservative, you can also use this area. But the risk to reward then it's not 1 to 5. It depends on your preference. I like this gap. This gap is usually catalyst. So what happens that if the candle close green inside the gap, so it tap into and reject, it's usually a catalyst candle, so it's an explosion up candle. Buyer standing strong. Bah, not so strong, guys. We are still in the same level. It's not so strong. The area is getting weaker and absorption might be it. It's possible. It's possible. But still, this one is low in the curve and it's an absorption of the sellers. So it's a setup that have an explanation, a logical order flow explanation. And when you are only using profit, the worst that can happen is that you close from 5-point R to 3.5 R because we take a second stop loss and then we stop. So as soon as you have a logic for each setup that you take that have an edge, you can survive also the most boring days. Today it's a super boring day. Look how they are dancing in this area. A lot of absorption on the downside, a lot of absorption on the upside, and they are closed inside this range. One momentum setup can be the breakout of this. If they break, could be a momentum setup. Best part is that it took a super consolidation day, you took one stop loss. Guys, it's really rare that I close in red the day because I increased the number of execution only when I took amazing setup like the first 3 that we took. And then on the second one, I risk 1 hour. So all these setup are offered by the snipers that we took in the beginning. It's okay. Oh, we are already live from 2 hours. Let's see what they do. Now it's ultra choppy, guys. Look how much it's choppy. It's not moving anything. It's 3 candles overlapping. So this took us out. We are 3.5 R. What do you want to do, guys? You want to continue other 30 minutes or you are bored? You want to continue? You like it? Amazing. We can continue, guys. But with one rule. We are 3.5 R now. We try maximum other 2 execution. Okay? And we keep our 1.5 R in profit. Deal? I'm still in the trade. Amazing. I will not be still in the trade because they won the battle, the sellers. So they are really pushing down. You see this level. Now the buyers are protecting from this inefficiency. We can wait for the breakout of this, okay, to try a long cover below this leg, below these candles, that shoot all the way up to the range. This is a 1 to 4, but you need to wait for a clean breakout and acceptance. A clean breakout and acceptance of the level. Yeah, I usually trade all the New York session. I'm active. I'm active. I don't live in Europe, Powell. I live in UAE. You see why I took the level here. They rejected exactly there. They didn't close above. What does it mean? That the sellers are still stronger. They will tap into again this level. See here. All the levels needs to be studied properly. What is this black box that we marked that needs to be broken? The origin point of the sell move. Still not ready to go up. Still not ready to go up, guys. Don't try too long. Don't try too long. I already told you. Till they don't break this level, it will not go up, guys. Which problem are you experiencing, Jason? You try to go long on this. How many of you guys try to long this sell candle? This is not a smart move. I think we have also speed of tape active. All the sellers are in control here. What are you doing, guys? Don't try to take a falling knife. The reason I mark areas and put risk to reward is because if this area break, you can put your limit. Wait 1 second. It's complete absorption of the sellers here. You need to be patient. Now this level got broken. Which level we have interesting? We have this level here interesting of the buyers. Of this area here. This is nice. They are reaching it. They tapped into now. Bubbles on micro Nasdaq, it's a reassurance. It's nice. Wait, now we want to see how it unfolds. This absorption is taking place. But you see here. What happens on this level, guys? Observe in real time. What is happening on this level? Read with me. You see that they are pushing back the buyers down. There are a lot of passive buyers. Passive sellers, sorry. Absorbing the up move, the aggression of the sellers, of the buyers. The sellers are protecting this move. So we can expect another leg down. Here we go. Read, price, and volume together. If we want to take other snipers amazing like this, read price and volume together. Yeah, Powell, but usually when it up with you up, you also want to see interest from buyers. As of now, they are pushing below the big orders. There is a lot of aggression of the sellers. I will wait. I will wait. And if we want to go even deeper, we are $269. It's interesting. This is the level where we are actually. So this buy that created this area is not bad. The origin of the move from aggressive orders is this one. Let me clear all these levels. Okay. What's happening here? What's happening here, guys? It's not absorption. The sellers are getting rewarded. They are every single candle, you see, every single candle, it's printing a lower wick or a lower body. There is no sign of buyers. There is completely no sign of buyers. Zero. What we need to do is to wait for the battle to get in our direction. If we want to go long, we need to wait for the battle to get in our direction. Now you notice what? This wick here contains the next wick. This wick here, I anticipated what I wanted to say. This wick here contains the next body. They are starting to decelerate, to fade. Okay? When you have a confirmation that this deceleration and control of the buyers is getting back, when you see aggressive orders, not at the top, but in the body of one candle. Okay, I prepared this, and we go to see it when it unfolds. Buyers are engaging, but they are not accepted, you see? They are still losing to the end of the seller. Unfortunately. Guys, I'm going. If you are tired, don't worry, you can rewatch it later, but I'm going because I want to see the levels of the session with you. The best supplement for monitoring stress is ashwagandha. It's keeping cortisol under control. If you want, and if it's something interesting for you in the community, I can share with you my supplement phase with everything that I take that is proven by science to make your mind easier and stress lower. Okay, there is a lot of stuff I can share in the group with research also. Yeah, we can do it. We can do it. You see, they went back to the lower point and now they are trying to break the top. If they manage to break the top, the buyer's momentum is confirmed. So if they manage to break this top with a full candle, the buyer's momentum is confirmed. And here it is. Okay. Zero drawdown my position. Amazing, Theo. This is a setup. I know that maybe it's too much in target that I want to put on this one, but this could be a 1, 2, 3 here, a 1, 2, 5 also. This could be a 1 to 5. It's not wrong as an analysis. I don't like the market condition today. I would take this setup for the last one and in the worst case scenario close at 2.5R in a super choppy day, value area high to value area low, it just filled from the bottom. Let's see how it goes. Look how much strong are sellers. This movement of the buyers input a lot of aggressive volume on the upside, We are low in the curve in a sensitive area. after this control of the buyers, but still the sellers have a strong hammer, guys. Sellers have a strong hammer. Let's see. Seems to be a little bit protective, the buyers. Makes sense to put the position to cover at this level. So we close anyway, maybe with a 3.5 R, and we secure more profit for the day. Let's see how it goes. If they manage to catch up above this high, they will squeeze. Okay. Risk to zero. Worst case scenario, we close 3.5 R. In the best case scenario, we close 8.5 R. But with this market, guys, I don't like to say it, but I expect that we go back down, then we go back up. So this is a strong move when the conditions are good. It puts you really fast in stop loss to zero. You saw how much nicely it tested. And I took a look at the take profit where I put at the origin of the levels that I told you before. But you can also decide to close at 1 to 3 and have 6.5 R for the day. Yeah, it's amazing, guys. In a consolidation day, 6.5 R, it's amazing. I take one glass of water, guys, and comes back. What are they doing? You see how much it's important to frame the level. You see how much it's important also to understand where to put break-even. Try to guess. It took us at zero. Took us out at zero. So we are still 3.5 R in profit. Why I put the break-even point and zero risk point at 65? Why, guys? What do you think? This is where the buyers got completely absorbed. This is where the buyers got completely absorbed. Okay? So it's a level where you could expect to see sellers getting back in. This is where you could see sellers getting back in. Let's see where we are in the frame. We are close to the rejection area of the value area low. Dancing in the middle. And when we are dancing in the middle, I don't know if you remember, but we have this market scenario. But we can still make money, as I told you. We can still make money with it. The important stuff is that you are fast in putting your stop loss to break even. So considering that we took break even on this one, I think we can continue. We didn't reach the 2.5 R. I have to go. Thanks so much, Fabio. Have a nice evening, John. We go again. Of course we go again, guys. We are trading. Choppy market, and yeah, we can make money. I could have never think about it. Thank you, Anas. I'm here till midnight. Guys, don't exaggerate. Maybe on Thursday we find an amazing trend following day. We make 10 R in one day or 20 R like I did in the session in one day. Today it's a little bit boring. Yes, this is right. Red one said something really smart. The hardest condition is the best for us to learn. And also when to stay out. When to stay out and when to cover yourself fast. Remember, if you can close even 1 R on the most boring and consolidation days, you will be a monster in the trend following days. Pedro, it's amazing. Is there anyone from Japan? Almost 3 in the morning for me. I have really a lovely audience base. Why you not consider shorts in the market condition? Because I'm really close to value area low, Robin. No, where is who is the guy that says? Damian, I'm really close to the value area low, so I can have this surge of aggressive sellers that brings me back here. But the risk to reward is not enough, because where I need to put my risk? I need to put my risk above the last move. It's not the best. But yes, I think the sellers are controlling the auction. That's the reason I'm not touching anything now. I mean, we could try look for shorts earlier. Of course, Damian. Of course, Damian, there is one logic that is the gap fill probability. And the gap fill probability of the cash session is closing with 75%. So for me, this was an amazing opportunity to get a scalp that yielded me a huge risk to reward as an intraday move. But the market was not ready to do it today. But still, we made money out of it. This move, if this was not absorbed, will be an amazing play. But still, 3R. It's not bad, no? Now we are going really close to value area low. No, we are in value area low. We are overlapping the value area low of the previous and super close to the actual. No, short from here are a little bit risky. We have a cluster of the best levels here that you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4. These were the super aggression that we saw at the beginning of the session. We are getting close to them. Let's see if the market can do something interesting there. Do you even consider pre-market high-low areas as key levels to trade from? Pre-market high-low can be used also for ORB and IVB model. Yeah, unfortunately, yes. There is not the same probability, and we are going through the late New York session, so I don't think we will have a volatility surge in the end. Power hour, the problem is that the problem that we have two New York session overlapping cash, and we have really strong up level and down level, and I don't think we will change this behavior for today. I think we will continue to ping pong between this area. This doesn't mean that you cannot make money, Doesn't mean that you cannot make money. Just it's not the best condition, my friend. I want to see this play. I want to see this play here. I want to see what sellers do when they engage back this huge surge of aggression, overlapping with value area low that it's here of the cash. Not best condition for sniper, but still amazing condition to make money. This sell move was good, This sell move was good. Like, there is someone in the chat, guys, that after this strong move here, capitalize on this collapse of momentum using the big order. It's really difficult to watch the chart and see every opportunity, but this one was possible to take. It's looking like two stacked profile and market. Yeah. The probability is that we will continue down, yes, but I don't think today. I'm in that short, still holding till the aggression. I love you guys. Good, Rick. Amazing. Amazing. The battlefield group is this. The battlefield group is the best professional in the group trading together. I think it's an amazing idea. I will create the chat to do this before Thursday. And you can all confront each other together, trade, some chart correction. Sometimes I can participate. It will be amazing. Is there any connection for this chop bank holiday from yesterday? Yesterday was bank holiday. Today the volume is there. The problem is regime, like the market is building, okay? And we know that below value area high of the session and above value area low of the session, this is the scenario. So everything we do inside the area, we know what we are engaging. Great session, English. Hey, it's not finished, huh? It's not finished. I want to see what they do here. I want to see what they do here. I'm really curious. We needed to take an additional trade. We only took a break-even, so I have another shot. I want to see what they do here. You mean options, Dark? Yeah, we can see it. We can see options. If you like, why not? It's more advanced, but we can see it. Statistically, there is only like 10% chance that we will break 25,225. What statistical model are you using? The maximum options exposure, like the call wall and the put wall. Initial balance breakout. Okay. Initial balance breakout. They're going to the area. Squeeze. The guys that took this momentum short, I think it's time to take out your amazing 1, 2, 3. You took an amazing trade. This momentum squeeze, it's amazing. What platform are you using, UD2? Is this, how is it called? Options depth? No, this is not options depth. Gexstream, I never tried it. Is it nice, guys? Look at this level. Look at this amazing level. Let me see the speed of tape. Nice one. He already entered. Look at this. He entered at this absorption on the way down. I don't know if the color is visible, but this anyway should be red. Should be purple, sorry. Guys, you are super fast in entering. Yeah, they are fighting. We have a ceiling. And we have a bottom range. The play here is the following. Is the following. Maybe also this one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You mentioned in one of your live streams some free resources to see the options wall to use as Confluence. Yes, you can use bar charts. or option charts for put wall and call wall. Be careful, guys, that is not accepting, is getting rejected. You see on this horizontal level, this is not valid. These aggressive sell orders got completely rejected the buyers. This is not valid. You need to wait for this breakout. Sellers are defending. Yeah, still defending. And dominating the speed of tape. Now they are pushing. Now they are confirming the setup that I gave you. But they need to close. Every time they try, they get absorbed. It means that on this top range, there is a huge passive order wall. So is it okay to put buy stop on top of the candle? Yes, why not? Why not? But sometimes it slip you. I prefer to enter limit. Maybe when I see the candle developing. It depends on you guys. You will like to see more order flow and microstructure, or you will also like to see swing macro model. What you like more? Scalp. You see everyone scalp. They love this session. Look at this amazing entry. I hear you smoking. Look, they are already inside from the bottom. I love you, Peter. We cooking. Guys, they don't have time to lose. The community of blood, sweat, and scalp don't have time to lose. Already they are floating 5,000. Then we talk about the re-entry. What an amazing. You see, this is the benefit of doing advanced professional only community. I'm a beginner. I love you. Watch the free content, but don't enter here. We're in because we already understand the concept. Of course, Ina. More than happy for you. It's unfolding amazingly. This is a 1, 2, 3 till this level. The break-even point is this level here. That is the last point of aggression. That is mid between the final target and the other one. The invalidation point is this. Let's go to POC and close this amazing session. Let's see if it goes. Otherwise, we close at 2.5. 2.5 hour. We are up on this setup. Do we aim for the last high? No, it's too... You are late in the session to aim for the value area high. You have not a huge probability of reaching it. I will prefer a quick scalp, a 1 to 3, closing 6.5 hour, and we close an amazing session. What a beautiful test, guys. What a beautiful test. If it prints an aggression candle really strong, you can also think to go risk-free immediately. This is the good about order flow. You don't need always to wait if you have a confirmation to go risk-free. No, it's not impossible. It's possible that it goes back to value area high. Right on point. Look how they scalp, guys. Everyone making money. I'm out for today looking, hold my profit. Of course, hold your profit. It's not via templates. You just add the speed of tape. It's super easy. I want to see if the buyers get aggressive on this movement up. They push this level, because this means that you can put immediately your stop to risk-free here, and also this position is offered by the market. The sellers are defending at this level. Look at this wick. Look, these buyers. There is a huge battle inside here. Let me activate the speed. What's happening here? What are you doing? Fighters. Fabio, why do you think today's session before opening of live made 90% of my profit there? It was amazing before session, but usually it's better New York. Now we took a consolidation session, but what best way to start with the worst session of the week in terms of condition and making profit also on this? Isn't it better? If the session that we do together are all explosion long with 20R, what would you learn? It's better, guys, trust me. It's better that we have a super bad session, not in profit, but in condition. You have time by yourself to get an amazing explosion, but reading with me together how I deal with garbage session is the best value you can get. It's the best value you can get. And during these months, we will have a lot of bad session, a lot of consolidating, not moving. You go break even, you go risk free. You go break even. You don't want to know anything from this market anymore. You are already risk free. I tell you my 2 cents. I will take 1-to-1 risk to reward, close at 5.5R. If you want to shoot for the 1 to 1.8 it was, or 1 to 3 final, you can close at 6.5R. But the session is done. Take your risk out. We fight. My take, guys, is a quick scalp closing at 4.5R. I will not hold till here, but this is the profit target of the potential of the trade. Let's see how it goes. My position would have been taken out here. It's really difficult, Biba. It's already difficult to read the chat and chart. If I need also to manage the position, you know the account that I work with, it's really big. In trend following, it's more easy. I think we will make some session where I open trend following trades I hold, and I just need to monitor the stopping profit. But when it's so choppy, you see how much you need to be fast. You amazing teacher. Thank you, Ricky. You have an important second name, eh? You have an important second name, Ricky. General, the elastic band couldn't go lower, eh? We go POC now. But let's see if the decision of the general of taking out the position is a smart decision. I don't like the behavior of the market, guys, today. I don't like. I can see already when it's mean reverting completely. So worst case scenario, you go break even, eh? So not bad at all. Still 3.5R. Once I saw your first video with Ritz, I had dreamed to become a student. But you know why I opened this service? You know why I opened this service, guys? Because I receive a feedback. I will not make names and I will not tell you which mentor. I receive a feedback from a 24 years old, wealthy individual. He came to me and say, Fabio, it's impossible that it's not possible you live paying you. There are people that wants to pay you. And you have to consider that there are people that pretend to trade that charge 5,000 for a garbage course. Make something not too high ticket, affordable for people that are really interested, and give them the possibility to access live in the market with you without a pre-recorded course, only for professionals. That's what I did. This for $1,000, we basically scammed you. Thank you, guys. So you have to thank Thomas. The guy is called Thomas. Guys, today we did 2 hours and a half of session. 2 hours and a half of session. Rest a little bit, milk the money, and be ready. So if you kept the position, not yet to break even, but it's going to break even. So the decision of taking it out at 1R was really nice. We closed at 4.5R for the day. Super choppy session, super amazing management of the risk and the position and the profit on the build position. I hope you enjoyed the session. I hope you are happy with this service. It depends on you if we do also the Q2. So if you want to continue on these 2 months, it depends on how you feel with the session. I created with you a section that is called testimonials in the Blood, Sweat and Scalps. Let me know what do you think. Take 30 seconds after I gave you 2.5 hours to write what do you think about the service. I see you next Thursday. I hope we will see a trend following day and we will milk the market even more. 4.5 hour, we close the session, amazing session, explanation on the first 2 models. We continue also the explanation practical. I will make sure to make a file for you where you can find all my supplements to manage the stress that we go through as traders. And I will also continue to train the chatbot. Have an amazing day, guys. See you soon.